Okay, folks, how you doing today? Hope you're having an awesome day. Well, for today, I thought it was time we looked at some cleaned up knives. I've done a lot of videos where I've had knives that were sent in, knives I found at yard sales, looked them over. Oh, good project knife, good cleanup knife, needs this fix, that fix. Well, time to look at some of them. So I just grabbed a selection of a few that I've worked on. Mostly these are just sit my butt in the sofa while I'm watching some TV and clean them, polish them up. No heavy major repairs, no big industrial tools used or anything, just a little bit of elbow grease and a polish. Let's look at this one first. This one came from a little lot I picked up at a yard sale, and it was not in bad shape. It was rusty. I still have to make a bail for it, but just a little hobo knife, and it is a Jawika from Ireland. This one was in pretty good shape, just had a little bit of rust issues to it. Blade still in great shape. Light amount of pitting, but polished up really well. Took an edge nice. Get your fork with your half stop. Now this one was a little different than most I have like this. Typically the tools are all stainless, but this spoon had quite a bit of rust, and you can see the pitting left behind by that. So I'm thinking probably not stainless, but it's hard to say. Could have just been that it was badly stored. But everything works good now. And this was an interesting one because it's only got the can opener. Typically these would have a bottle opener as well, but this one just has the can opener and no tools on the back. Just plastic covers, not an expensive knife. Would have been a dime store knife or a hardware store knife or something like that, but still pretty cool. I do love the Scouts and the Hobo style knives. So next we have this one here. And this one I picked up at an antique shop, I think sometime last year. And it's one of those little trick knives. You can see there's no nail nick, and you can't pull it open. But if you squeeze it, give it a little flick like that, hey, it pops open. And that's not a bottle opener. And this one is an Imperial Ireland. And how it works, there's a little barrel in here that drops in and out of this slot. So when you close the knife, it won't stay closed, but if you pinch it, give it a little shake, that barrel drops into place, and now it won't open. Squeeze it, flick it the other way, and it pops open. So I guess that would be maybe an early form of child safety or child proofing, I don't know. But kind of fun to watch somebody try and open it when they don't know how it works. But it cleaned up pretty good. Has lots of snap, lots of blade left. Took a nice edge. Very strong springs. And it didn't work when I first got it. It was seized up, so took a lot of oil and working the action, but got it to work out good. So there's that one. This was a recent yard sale find. Very cool looking covers on it. Everything polished up really well. The bolsters appear to be integral to the liners, which is a little different, but just a 2-blade dogleg or serpentine jack. Nice half stops. Just says USA. No other markings on it. Nice snappy open. I'm sure somebody will recognize this and can tell me a history on it. But you got your pen blade, no markings on that one either. And your clip point. Nice half stops. Obviously stainless because it's a fingerprint magnet. But just I like the covers on it have a nice look. It's almost like yellow Delrin, only a little deeper. But cleaned up really nice. Works great. And then this one, I believe, was sent to me by Mr. Sasquatch Knives Canada. And it's a little Japanese Stockman. This one measures in at about 3 1/4 inches. You can see here it just says stainless steel Japan. So no other markings on it. So not a saber or a monarch. May have been made by the same company. But you got a long clip point, shined up nice. Unfortunately, somebody tried to pry with the tip. But it's a kind of pretty straight. They bend it away and bend it back again, it looks like. But very good action, very snappy. And then you've got your sheep's foot. Again, no markings. And then a little pen blade. But really nice looking covers on it. Everything polished up really nice. Very nice looking covers. And then we get this little fella here, which I thought at first glance might be something in a Victorinox or Wenger line, but the pins looked way too big. But to my surprise, when I opened up, it said Mexico. There you go, Mexico. So possibly a little souvenir knife or something like that. No other markings here. Just a nice little 5th pocket. Little pen knife. You get 2 pen blades on it, one bigger, one smaller. Nice and snappy. So, good little pocket dropper. And then this one here, a little lock back. And all it said is Eagle High Stainless. No other markings. But the way that jimping looks, that just screams China to me. Because I've got a lot of buck clones made in China that have that exact same jimping. Nice and tight. Nice little 3-finger size for most people. I can almost get 4 on there. Just a cool little all-metal pocket dropper again. Just a light-duty, light-use knife. But clean up well. Now this one was interesting and kind of a sad, made me sad. Cleaned up nice. It was heavily corroded. But it's got the mother of pearl inlay, a little bit of a crack there. And some cracks here. And this one's tiny. This one is about 2 1/4 inches. So a little 4-blade Congress or 4-tool Congress, because sadly all of the blades or tools are all broken. That one might have been, it looks like that one was a file, at least partially a file. I don't know what would have been to the tip there. But you likely had a pen blade here and Could have been two small pen blades here or some type of tool. And it looks like a file with some other kind of tool on that side. But you probably can't see the tank stamps very well. They're all pretty faded, but every blade had one. And I'll put some pictures up along here. But there were Robson fine cutlery. And I found one mention of the company, and it said it ran from 1841 to 1876. So if this is indeed produced by that company, unless somewhere down the line somebody bought the brand and started making them again, this is a mid to kind of late 1800s knife. So had it only been in good shape, it would have been an amazing find. I mean, look at the half stops, completely flush. Springs all still have snap. It was a well-made knife that must have just been abused something terrible. But you can't quite catch it in this light, but even the mother of pearl looks really nice. So, cool but sad. Would have been an awesome little knife to find, at least with all of the blades or tools intact. But still a cool one to have. You know, even though it's not a user, just if it is indeed that old, then it's probably the oldest knife in my collection. So, cool. And then finally, we have the Buck 104 that was sent to me, minus whatever that is, by Sasquatch Knives Canada. And if you remember, when he sent this one, it had some grip tape on it, which worked good, but I just can't leave stuff well enough alone. So it's partially covered up, Buck Knives USA, and it says 104 right here. The blade saw some use. It took me a while, but I was able to reprofile it. Got a nice edge on it now. Polished it out. There was some heavy scratches. I took most of those out, but I didn't go too crazy with it. But the big thing was I put a paracord wrap on it. And all I did for that, and if anybody wants to see a video, I could probably do one. I brought the cord up through, wrapped it around this way till I got to the top, pushing everything down, making sure everything goes in nice and tight, then crossed over to this side, wrapped the opposite way all the way down, then back through the lanyard hole, tied it off once, tied it off twice. So, more contoured in the hand, feels nice. You've got the good grip of the paracord. I think it gives it a good look. Nice little knife, feels really nice in the hand. I like it. And now I personalize it with a little paracord wrap. So there you go. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 knives that just needed a little bit of a cleanup, some rust removal in the worst case scenario, fix up the blades, you know, reprofile damaged blades and whatnot, but there's a bunch of knives back in action now. And some of them are pretty cool. I mean, don't know who made it. Probably very generic where it just says USA, but just something about that one. I just really like the way this one looks. Maybe it's the covers, the color, I don't know. But a good little knife. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed that look, and just a little proof to show you when I do find these things, even though I might not do a big cleanup video, because really a lot of them, they don't need that much attention. They just need a little cleaning, a little oiling, a little polishing, maybe a blade reprofile, and now I've got a table full of very usable knives, or very collectible knives, however you want to look at it. Anyway, that'll be it for today, folks. I hope your week's off to an awesome start. We all love a Monday, but hey, Monday leads to Tuesday. Before you know it's Friday. And if you're having a rough week and Monday's getting you down, go for a walk in the woods. Take some fly dope with you, because the bugs are out now, and watch out for those ticks. Those little suckers are nasty. But otherwise, if you do, take a knife with you. Might just come in handy. And you all take care.